Nike's doing some things. They just had a program called Game Growers where they took 13-year-old girls from different high schools in NBA and WNBA cities. That's amazing. So we need to times that by 100 and make sure that we're providing opportunity and funding for girls to stay in not just basketball but all sports, because I do think it builds confidence and leadership skills that are unparalleled. So really, I think the state of the game is really healthy. I think we also need more girls and women ultimately to become coaches or in broadcast or in front office, in COO positions and general manager positions, the business of basketball positions. So all of that, whether you're an athlete or not, I think we can do more grassroots around that.
Commissioner, when you see one of your stars like Maya Moore, who's passionate about prison reform, how much does the WNBA support things like that, as well as the other players that may want to tackle on like racism, police brutality, and things of that nature?
Yeah, I've been so impressed in my 7 months in the league around the social consciousness and community mindedness of our players. And they do it because they have a huge passion. Look, one of our best players in the league is now taking her 2nd year off to fight for a social injustice that she believes is out there and fight for prison reform, et cetera. Whether it's opioid awareness, whether it's women and girls in STEM, whether it's lots of police brutality, lots of different social issues and social causes, social injustices are where the league is very proud of our players. And in fact, one of the things we're going to do as we launch the Commissioner's Cup is it'll be about women's representation, but it'll also have a social cause element to it, because we know that's what's near and dear to our players' heart.
Will we get an all-star game in LA?
Well, this year we won't have an all-star game because of the Olympic break, but we will have that Commissioner's Cup, and then next year we'll reconvene on the all-star game.
Time for one more.
Commissioner, you
One more.
mentioned the Olympics. With the idea that there's I don't know what percentage, but there's a possibility that it could possibly be canceled or postponed because of the virus. You have a month-long break that you have every 4 years built in right now. If they didn't go to the Olympics, is there something that the WNBA would want to do during that break, or do you think you would just kind of let it happen?
It's a great question, one of which in my prior life I did a lot of scenario planning, so we're already thinking about that. Some of my owners have already called to say, what are we going to do? Because we need to keep the conversation going. We need to keep the focus going. We've got the ability probably to ramp up special competitions, do some 3v3. So lots of different ideas. I'm not sure we could invoke an entire all-star week or something like that, but I think there's certainly things, and we're obviously devastated over those lives lost from that virus, although coming from a bit of a healthcare background in my prior life, there's more people that have died of the flu here in the United States this year than have died of coronavirus, but I realize it's a pandemic and everybody's concerned about it, so we're monitoring it very closely, both at the WNBA and the NBA, and obviously we'll make decisions in connection with World Health Organization, the CDC here in the U.S., and kind of government advice. We're fortunate it's not out till July, so we've got to monitor what's happening and what the best thing to do for our players and our athletes. And I'm sure with the USOC as well as the IOC, there'll be lots of decisions to think through if this pandemic does not get controlled. But certainly we're going to want to keep the conversation around women's basketball and the WNBA going. And I think we have a lot of opportunity now with having the CBA behind us and having the players really trusting us to do something during that period if our athletes aren't over competing in Tokyo.